Hello, this is Opinion Radar, your go-to source for honest, no-fuss product reviews. Today I'm excited to dive into a piece of gear that's been a staple in many homes and offices for years, the SentrySafe Black Fireproof Safe. I've spent a lot of time on the road, attending client meetings, and traveling between gigs, and I've needed a reliable way to protect the things that matter most, from passports and legal documents to cash and heirlooms. This safe is the kind of device that's always on my shortlist when I'm looking for something that'll keep my data secure without compromising the look of my space. My goal with this video is to give you a clear, unbiased snapshot, the real-world performance, the pros and cons you can actually experience, and whether it's worth the investment in your own workflow. I'll walk through everything from build quality to usability in everyday scenarios, and I'll point out the small quirks that often slip through initial first-look reviews. So stick with me as we unpack the SentrySafe, and let's find out if it really delivers on its promises or if there's something missing in its package. I've spent the last year trying to strike a balance between security and convenience for my office and home, and the SentrySafe Black Fireproof Safe feels like a solid compromise. The first point to notice is its dual protection, fireproof and waterproof, rated to survive a 30-minute fire at 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit and resist flooding. It's built with a heavy-gauge steel door and a robust locking mechanism that slides into place with a key on a steel shaft. I appreciate the dimensions, 14.3 by 15.5 inches with a 13.5-inch height, allowing it to sit flush on a desk or in a closet without taking over any space. The interior is generously sized for standard 8.5 by 11 file folders, and the optional hanging file dividers fit right in, turning the unit into a filing cabinet. The lock is standard keyed rather than electronic, which for me means the same key works in on-site backup or an extra lock for a second safe. The overall finish is matte black, giving it a sleek, executive look that blends with a modern office aesthetic. In short, the key features, fire and water resistance, ample interior, solid lock, and size, offer a compelling proposition for professionals who value safety without sacrificing style. During the 2 weeks I've used the SentrySafe, it's become clear how well it transitions between home and office scenarios. At the office, I load a stack of client contracts and confidential financial statements into the bottom compartment. The hanging file dividers keep the documents organized and enable quick retrieval, an essential requirement for last-minute compliance checks. For home use, I stash a small collection of important passports and vehicle titles in the top section, and the lid's weight gives me confidence that a sudden burst of rain won't spill those documents out. This duality of use, document storage in the office, valuable identification at home, has been smooth because the safe is easy to walk to, though the lid can be a bit taxing to lift on the 60-pound body. The metal hinges allow the door to open with a firm twist, revealing the interior as if a mini locker, reinforcing the professional environment I maintain both on and off-site. A major plus of this safe is its construction quality. The steel housing shows a smooth, cold-rolled finish, and the door meets the specifications advertised for fireproofing. The lock's key mechanism is a standard, durable piece of metal key that operates with minimal resistance once it's in proper alignment. After a few uses, the locking clasp stops feeling snaggy, which is a relief when you're on a tight deadline. The weight of the unit itself is an endorsement of its sturdiness. At around 60 pounds, I don't worry about accidental theft for an office setting. Another advantage is storage depth. The extra 13.5 inches of height accommodates larger items like a first edition book or even a small photo album. This extra space is often overlooked in cheaper safes, yet it's crucial for professionals who need a versatile, all-in-one safe. On the flip side, there are a few shortcomings that I've observed after a month of use. The latch on the front is a plastic piece that flexes under heavy use. After a few months in a busy office, I noticed it became slightly loose, demanding extra effort to secure the door. More troubling is the lid's heft. It requires a solid grip on the metal handles, and while the hinges are functional, they sometimes give under the load of the full lid, causing a momentary jolt when closing. The key is not reinforced, so a sharp tug or a misdirected pull can cause it to bend, which would mean a replacement key, an inconvenience in the middle of a hectic afternoon. Finally, the internal hinges, though robust, need a quick adjustment occasionally because the gasket can shift, slightly altering the seal against water or dust. These minor annoyances can detract from the overall seamless experience I expect from a product that markets itself as fireproof and waterproof. Personal anecdotes about the Safe's day-to-day performance underline the pros and cons. I've taken the Safe back and forth from a client's office to my home office. The transportable design was essential for me, and its resilience was evident when I jostled it on a packed car roof, and it suffered no chipping or denting. I loaded a full stack of 10 folders and a set of hardcover manuals, total weight about 20 pounds, and felt the bottom of the lid slightly flex before settling. I've also had a situation where an unexpected rainstorm threatened my driveway. The safety of my passports and insurance documents was confirmed by the watertight seal. On the downside, when I opened the lock after a week of constant access, the latch popped back, and I had to retighten the screw that holds the latch to the door. The experience reminded me that even a well-built safe can feel like a reminder of our responsibilities. In conclusion, the SentrySafe Black Fireproof Safe delivers strong fireproofing, solid construction, and convenient size for a range of professional applications. The main strengths: durable steel build, keyed lock, ample interior, and aesthetic design make it a reliable asset for both office and home settings. The drawbacks, while notable, are manageable: a somewhat finicky latch, a heavy lid to lift, and a non-reinforced key that can bend under strain. For anyone balancing cost, convenience, and safety, especially professionals who handle legal documents, passports, or other high-value records, in this safe's price tier there's little competition that offers the same combination of features. Should you value the peace of mind that comes from certified fire and water resistance and a spacious interior, this SentrySafe stands as a solid recommendation for your security needs. I appreciate your time reviewing the SentrySafe Black Fireproof Safe with me. If you value reliable security solutions, tap that like button and subscribe for deeper dives into trusted gear. Remember, protecting what matters starts with trust. Stay ahead in the vault game and stay tuned for more expert reviews.